If you're someone that wants to attract more money into your life, here are 5 law of attraction habits that you must avoid. Hello my friend, my name is Gavin Stevenson from WakeUpFulfilled.com, and I help people create a business and life that's meaningful. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 different habits that you must avoid in order to attract more money into your life. So there's good habits and there's bad habits. There's bad habits like smoking and procrastinating and picking your nose. But there's also bad habits around money too. So I'm going to be sharing with you 5 different habits that you can avoid to start attracting more money in your life. Make sure you like this video and comment below with your most favorite habit. So habit numero number 1 is criticizing other people's success and how other people make money. Now this is a really hard one to hear, but it should be a really easy one to understand. You want to celebrate all kinds of success, even if the person who achieved that success or money is a bad person. So I used to be a really big conspiracy theorist, and I'm a little bit of a conspiracy theorist now. So there's things like the bankers, the Federal Reserve. I don't really agree with the governments. We've got things like Illuminati, and then we got people who make money in a negative way, whether that's scamming people or, selling women's prostitution or stealing or robbing, stuff of this nature. In order to get more success in your life, you have to celebrate their success. If you frown upon other people's success, other people's ways of making money, what happens to you is subconsciously you will start to associate negative belief systems towards money and success, which will essentially affect your vibration and your ability to attract more money and success. So once you're focused and putting all your energy onto the negative aspects of money and success, you are now creating that within yourself. And as that becomes a part of who you are, you're now resonating on that frequency and you begin to attract more of it rather than the thing that you are actually wanting. So a lot of people procrastinate when it comes to starting their own business and making money or closing the sale. The reason they're afraid to make money and close the sale, and the reason why they procrastinate, is because they have negative belief systems, negative things that's associated towards money and success because of how they think about how other people arrive at success. Money's evil, money's bad, people who are rich are bad. Which essentially means when you become successful, now you become a bad person. I used to have the belief system with my YouTube channel that other people have successful YouTube channels and I became jealous of those people. I wanted success, I wanted my channel to grow, but I couldn't get it to grow for some weird reason, it just wasn't growing. And then I found and realized that, wait a minute, if I'm jealous of other people's successful YouTube channels, when I have a successful YouTube channel, now other people will be jealous of me. So I don't want to be successful at my YouTube channel because then other people will look at me negatively and they'll be jealous of me. And I don't want that energy. I had all these beliefs around success. But as I removed those belief systems, I opened myself up for my channel to grow. Because now I had a belief system which is more in alignment with my channel growing. As I got rid of that limiting belief of jealousy and fear of success, fear of growing and not being able to handle all the comments and people talking in my comments negatively and stuff of this nature, as I begin to get rid of those belief systems, my channel started to grow massively. Not to mention I took it more seriously. I started making more videos. I even hired a coach and my channel started to grow. My fear went down and my abundance went up. So when we compare ourselves, when we look at what other people are doing, or we're having negative belief systems around success and money and abundance, it affects us the most because we're holding on to that frequency, we're holding on to that vibration. Now, if people do bad things in order to get money, guess what? That's not your problem. That's their problem. That's their karma. That's their vibration. They're responsible for their vibration. You focus on yours. If in life you focus on everyone else's skyscraper, looking at how big it is, trying to grow yours and trying to bring them down as you go along, you're using all your energy to bring other people down or look at them negatively, and it's only affecting you building your own skyscraper. 100% of your time should be focused on building your skyscraper. Focus on your vibration and how you feel about abundance. You have to be selfish with that. You have to be selfish with how you feel and think about money and success. Because the better you feel about money and success, the more you grow. It's paramount that you realize that if you're watching this video, chances are you're a really good person, and good people do good things with money. So if your intentions are good, when you get to more money and you have more money in your life, you're gonna do good things with it. You won't end up like other people. However, if you focus on what other people are doing, you probably get there, have more success, whatever it is. But because you've got those negative associations, you will find some way, shape or form to sabotage your success, because now you're a bad person that you have success, since you've been focused on other people and success is bad, money's evil, etc, etc. You have conflicting beliefs that bring in stuff that you don't want. Ultimately, we have to begin to realize that we need to step more into abundance, and chances are there's a lot more good people than there are bad people. But with our mind, and what we have to understand that about our brain, is what bleeds leads. If it bleeds, it leads. But that's just our reptilian brain. That's our fight or flight brain. It's trained to focus on the negative to protect you from danger. But what we have to do is override that consciously. We're not going to look for danger in regards to making more money and success. We're going to focus on our own abundance. We're going to focus on growing our wealth, our abundance. So my friend, I know that's a little bit controversial, but you have to celebrate all kinds of success, because you have to be selfish in your own vibration and what you want to create, and knowing that if you focus on that and you grow with your good intent, you're going to help and serve so many people, you're going to impact so many people's lives than you would if you're thinking negative about money and success. It's your responsibility to realize that your vibration can impact the world. It's your responsibility to realize that the more you focus on you, become selfish around your thoughts and emotions around money, the more you're going to grow and expand and help thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people, whatever you want to do, however much people you want to help, or whatever it is. You're doing yourself a disservice, you're doing the world a disservice by focusing on things like Illuminati and the bankers and stuff of this nature. Whilst it might affect us in certain ways, shapes or form, the more we focus on it, the more it creates the things that we don't want. Habit number 2 that you need to avoid is stop using debt to clear a problem. When you use debt to clear a problem, you're actually creating 2 problems at once. And what we have to begin to realize is that debt and loans and credit has interest. And with interest, you're paying more than what you set out to actually pay in the first place, right? So what we have to begin to do is become resourceful. Tony Robbins says this world doesn't have a lack of resources, it has a lack of resourcefulness. It's about learning how to turn lemons into lemonade. It's about realizing that you are an abundant being. You're made up of trillions of cells. And we have to begin to realize that there's billions and billions and trillions and quadrillions of ants and blades of grass, and realizing that, wait, there's a multitude of ways of making money. You can see money all around you, people making money in different ways. And it's about us tapping into that abundance. That abundance is available there for you. You just have to tap into it. It's realizing that you have things around your home that you can go right now and sell on eBay. It's realizing that you can change your current state of living experience and actually reduce your bills, cut things out and make sacrifices. Maybe even moving into a smaller home. In our mind, we assume that it's going to be a permanent thing, going back. We don't like going back. We always want to move forward, but sometimes we have to go back in order to move forward. So sometimes getting, something that's not as expensive, or, a car that's not as expensive, or moving into a cheaper home or whatever it is, you're only moving back temporarily. It's not a setback, it's a set forward. You see, you're setting yourself up to move forward. So instead of going out and taking out a loan or credit or debt in order to pay for something that's come up, you want to become resourceful. Start a fundraiser. Ask friends and family, because with that, there's no interest. Think abundantly. There's so many different things you can do. You can go to the dollar store, buy stuff from the dollar store, sell it online on eBay for double, triple, quadruple the price. And the funny thing is, when you become more resourceful, you're actually developing yourself. You're actually growing yourself. When you take out a loan, there's no growth. You're just getting a loan and you're worse off. However, if you go and buy something and actually go ahead and flip it and sell it, now you're actually learning business skills. You're actually learning something which you may be able to use later on down the line, which can help you, grow maybe $1 million business. Who knows? But this could be the start of something really great for you. So it's avoiding the habit of using debt to pay more debt. And if you resonated with habit number 1, Illuminati, Federal Reserve, well, you're only giving to them. And if you want to avoid giving to them, then you want to do something different. Become resourceful and find ways to grow out of that particular debt or whatever you're in. Habit number 3, please bear with me with this one, a little bit controversial again, is don't work overtime. If you look at the word overtime, we can realize that it deals with time. Time is not renewable. Money is renewable. Time, once it's gone, is gone. You're never going to get it back. So it's important that we spend our time wisely. Now, I understand that some people need the money. I understand that some people need to work overtime. But what we have to realize is that that time can actually be used to actually go and make more money in your own way without working overtime. But it's important not to say, I can't do that. It's important to say, how can I do that? So you open your mind to different ideas. How can I get to the point where I don't work overtime and actually making money while spending time with my kids or whilst doing something else? You can even ask yourself an empowering question like, how can I leverage my time more so I can make more money? How can I do something where I'm not trading time for money? When you say, how can I, you're asking your subconscious mind a really empowering question. And when you ask yourself a really empowering question, you get empowering answers. If you say, I can't do that, or why can't I do that, or why does this always happen to me? Well, your mind's going to search for the answers. It's going to give you the answers why you can't do that, why it's not possible for you, why you can't escape your 9-to-5 job, why you're trapped. You want to be careful the questions that you're asking yourself. The questions that you ask yourself ultimately create your destiny. So when you start using empowering questions like, how can I do that? How can I have more money? How can I leverage my time? How can I go and quit my 9-to-5 job and working on my business? You're opening yourself up to become more resourceful. You're actually using your brain. You're actually thinking. A lot of people don't spend enough time thinking. Sometimes a lot of my day, I'm thinking, because thinking leads to more prosperity, more success, more abundance in my life. However, a 9-to-5 job, when you're working overtime, you don't get time to think. So we want to realize that our thinking is our power. And when we can begin to think, really think, then we will come up with creative, resourceful answers that can lead to an impactful, inspiring, motivating, meaningful life. Now, I'm really sensitive and I understand that some people might find it really hard to do that or even think about doing that. So I want you to understand, from me to you, if I was sitting here right now with you face to face, I would shake you and say, hey, find a way. And if you can't find a way, make the way. You have to define in your mind that anything is possible. You can create your reality. You just have to believe there's a way. And it's probably that your mind has been limited to like a certain amount of aspects of way of making money or the ways things can happen. But you're not open to all of this around here. You know, there's all these different things going on, but you're channeled into, oh, I work a 9-to-5 job. This, so you're sort of focused, tunnel vision on just, you know, limited amount of success and prosperity in the way things can show up for you. The law of attraction can happen in a multitude of different ways. Things can happen and come to you and work out in a multitude of different ways, and it's opening yourself to that abundance. Again, how many blades of grass are out there? How many ants are out there? You're made of trillions of cells. Think of the abundance. Think like that things can happen in magnificent, the strangest, weirdest ways. Habit number 4 is talking negative about money. Any negative terms around money in your head or when you speak out loud is a manifestation in itself. You're creating your reality through your voice, through the communication with yourself. And it's about understanding that your internal dialogue and the words that you speak will manifest more of that into your reality. So rather than using the words, I am broke, you can say, my money's in transition. Start flipping words around. Start being creative with your words. Start using different words around money and abundance. Start using your own creativity and words that make you feel good about money. Because if you're using negative terms like I am broke, I never have enough, well, that's what you're manifesting more of. If you say stuff like I can't have that or I can't do that because I don't have enough money, well, that's what you're going to manifest more of. So it's about communicating with yourself in the right way. It's about listening to those intricate little thoughts that you have about money and flipping them into something positive, something more abundant, something more joyous, because you deserve more money. You deserve an abundance of money in your life. Your intent is good. It's about shifting those belief systems and changing them into more empowering belief systems. Habit number 5 is living beyond your means. We have to learn to live within our means. Because from living within our means, we'll have more money on the side to save, to invest, to grow, to expand. For some people, they have a shopping addiction. They need to go shopping, they need to buy stuff because, number one, there's a dopamine addiction. There's an addiction to buying stuff because it fills a void, it makes them feel good, and they feel like they have to do it. Now, what we have to realize about that is it's a void within inside of ourselves, and we think that's going to make us happy. So it's important to understand that we have to create delayed gratification. We have to realize that sometimes we need to cut back in order to move forward. Like I said before, it's not a setback, it's a set forward. If you have a vision, a goal, something that you really want to accomplish in your life, it's realizing that sometimes we need to make some sacrifices. We need to make some changes in our lives in order to move forward. I know and have met some really successful people. They have this habit of living within their means. In fact, for some, they have to reach a certain amount of money before they get a car, like a nice car. And the money is not small, it's big. It's big money, like huge. And if they have the habit of living within their means, then we should have that too in order to grow and create the habits of millionaires and multi-millionaires and billionaires. If you've read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, now I read this years and years and years ago, probably when I was like 18 or 17 years old. I recall Robert Kiyosaki living with his parents or living in someone else's house. And although he was making a significant amount of money, he still lived in this house because he had foresight. He was living within his means. And now he's a multi-millionaire. So if he did that back then we need to do similar habits now by living within our means or living below our means so that we can use that money to then invest and grow our financial wealth. And then through doing that, you get to have those things. And again, that's delayed gratification. It's having the ability and the foresight to see that 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, this is going to lead to something great. In school, I wasn't taught this. We have to begin to learn this habit so that we can grow and expand, become our greatest version. So one of the most powerful habits that I use in my life to create more success, abundance, money, and prosperity is to go and use the power of mantras and sacred geometry, where I'm literally able to tap into my subconscious mind and manifest more success. And the great thing is, the people who have got this program have actually been seeing amazing results with it too. So I created a program around mantras and sacred geometry. You can go check it out at wakeupfulfilled.com/wealth. And don't forget to leave a comment below with your most favorite habit, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Thanks for watching. A like would be appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe.